So, I didn't see that ending coming. Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Anthony, and this is the 31 Days of Halloween, where I'm going to be reviewing a horror movie every day for the month of October, so get ready. And the first film that we're going to be talking about is Eden Lake. Refusing to let anything spoil their romantic weekend break, a young couple confronts a gang of rowdy youths with terrifying, brutal consequences. So first off, I gotta say, these are some of the worst kids that I've ever seen on film to date. I mean, I was sitting there the whole time, I was like, if I did half of the stuff that these kids did, my mom would have killed me already. It wouldn't even be an issue. But I've heard that this is a norm in the UK, and I was like, I hope it's not the entire UK that you kids will be acting like this, because I don't think I'm ever going. This film takes its time building up the tension, and then once it gets to that tension, it's pretty good. It doesn't stop at all. It just keeps on going and going. And I can see that turning off some people. I even found myself kind of checking my phone a little bit while I was watching this, because I was like, is there anything gonna happen? I know stuff is going to happen. You kind of set it up that I know where things are going to lead to. Can you just get there already? But I can appreciate the film taking its time building that tension, and like I said, the payoff is well worth the wait. But I gotta talk about some of these characters' decisions, because sometimes I'm just thinking here, this whole thing could have been avoided if they just, went somewhere else. Instead of going that way, they could have just went that way, and then the whole movie would have been over, roll credits, it's done. So that was kind of funny. With movies, I just tend to just like turn off my brain at certain points and just forgive things, because I mean, it's just a movie. It's a movie, who cares? But I mean, that decision that they make in the film is pretty noticeable and pretty in your face. But what I like about this film is that it's pretty much a character study on like bullying and like a frenzy mentality, sort of. Like when one person does something, people are just sheep and they'll just go along with that. And in most cases, that sheep mentality turns into something that you can't really go back from. Also, the town that this couple is in, why is everybody an asshole? Like, why does everybody suck in this town? They don't really explain it. I guess kind of at the end, they kind of like explain why they are the way that they are, kind of. But definitely this town is getting like, 0 stars on Yelp. I do wish that we fleshed out the characters of the kids a little bit more in this film. You get a little bit more of a backstory on like 1 or 2 of the kids. There's a girl character in here that hangs around with all the boys. She barely gets any lines. She just does one thing, and that is record on her phone and run. That's all she does. She doesn't really have a backstory. You don't really know anything about her. Same with all the other kids. We don't really know anything about them. But again, it kind of plays into the ending, and I kind of understood like maybe why they did that choice of not fleshing out the side characters and just focusing on the leader of the kids. But one of the things for me, when you have kids in horror films and they're doing like really terrible stuff, it's really hard to watch. At least for me, I kind of get squeamish, because like these are kids, kids are supposed to be touted as innocent, but there has been cases, real life cases of kids doing terrible things worse than what these kids are doing. But it's just all the time, I just don't want to really think about it. But we got to talk about the ending, because this is probably one of the most like shocked I've ever been watching a movie. I really don't remember a film where the ending is quite like this one, and I was really surprised and happy that it ended that way, because it leaves a kind of like dread in your stomach, at least for me. And for me, I still don't really know how I feel about that ending. It's definitely a movie that I am excited and happy that I watched, but I don't think I'll ever watch again, because it's just the way that it made me feel. I don't want to feel that ever again. Overall, I thought that Eden Lake was really good. All the positive reviews that I saw on it were definitely on point. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it before. But again, I warn you, it goes there. But guys, let me know what you think of Eden Lake in the comments down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? If you are from the UK, is this how kids typically act? Do they just run around doing crazy shit like this? Let me know in the comments down below. Also guys, don't forget to check out my Twitter so you can stay up to date with my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all this stuff. And remember guys, keep watching movies.